Yeah, you want to go ahead and do that? Yeah.
Let me see if I can get over there with my mouse. It won't let me. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Hold on. And let's go live and see what we got. It's a reverse shot. But we are back and we are on. Oh, yes, we are. So actually, it's not 100%, but we are on again. And it's not horrible. Not like it was. You want to leave it like this till tomorrow and see if I can get through this thing?
Yep, try to do it tonight, and then I'll get in there tomorrow and we'll take a look.
All right, thank you so much. You have a good evening.
You too.
All right, bye. All right, folks, we are back here at Lightning Strikes. We're going to try and limp through this tonight. There's a young gentleman that's got a string going down here. I'm going to see if I can get us over to 39 to 42 and 43 to 46. I want to see if I can find it. He did have what I thought was 10 in a row. We're doing some tech work as I am back on the air again with all of you. Again, I want to apologize for what's happening here. This thing is just really out of sync, and I'm going to do the best to get some of it up for all of us this evening. So just bear with me. Again, I'm so sorry for the inconvenience. We pride ourselves on a good show. Tech support will be here tomorrow morning. So unfortunately, it's just going to be a tough go at it. I'm going to do my best to get some of the cameras up, and just bear with me, and we'll be able to finish watching these last few games. Again, it's caught us off guard this evening. Normally, we can keep this thing going pretty good, but unfortunately, there's a ghost in the ceiling. So it's going to be a sort of a half, I don't want to say the other word, show. You can use your imagination. We're going to do our best to get one more set of cameras up, and that's going to be it. We're looking for 35 to 38, and there it is. So this is what the show is going to look like the rest of the way. I am going to check one more thing to see if Tournament Bowl came back, and it did, which is a miracle there, so something actually worked. And now I'm going to go to the scores after game 2, and the game 2 standings now. Mike Quirk's still leading at 546. Swiney, 539. Clark Holloman bowling well for the first time in many tournaments, 534. Skafarsky and Stouffer. Pekosik still bowling very well. Eddie the Dude close. Kendall Brandy's very close. John Stuyvesant close. Right now, 11 bowlers over 500 after 2 games, which is good. So we got a very competitive event. I'm going to go back now to the 4-camera setup, and we're going to keep it like this for the rest of this evening. So we are able to bring you something. We are going to put up some logos, and tomorrow, tech support, my friend Wayne Toplin will come in and help us out, and we should have it pretty good for the weekend. But it's one of those deals where at least we got it up and going. Again, I want to thank all of you for still staying with us. We got some people on. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's totally backwards. I got monitors switched, and all kinds of things are different. But we can still watch. Let's go to 37-8 with the main cam and see if that'll work with Stolfer, and it does. And look at those strings right there. You can stay right here and watch this. That's pretty good.
Come on.
And Stolfer making a move again like he always does. And this sweeper, I mean, his ability to get lined up in here is absolutely uncanny. Great player.
Got 3 possible 300s there.
All right, let's check 39 to 42, see what we got going on there. That's 29 and 30. Well, we can even watch that. There's a lot of work. Okay, so Stolfer now on 8 in a row and Craig on 8 in a row. Stolfer obviously will take the lead with that score right now, no doubt about it. And Stella's back with us. Thank you, Stella. Again, a little bit of an abbreviated deal tonight, but we can see enough. You know, this is the start of our 4th year. This is going to be a year in our facility where we have a chance to fill 5 nights. There could be 1,000 bowlers in here. I've never seen that before in this house, even in its early days where it was full 5 nights in a row. Obviously, we might even do a few live streams, and I'm going to talk to Robert about it, on our Thursday night men's league, just to give them a little more publicity. I'd have to work an extra night, but I'm feeling good. And when you're feeling good, it's not that big a deal. You know, 2 years ago, obviously the energy level was terrible, and all of a sudden, the last 4 months, it's like, whoa, wait a minute, a major difference in my strength, which leads me to believe I can do a little more work if I have to. So we're going to stay right here and watch these 2 guys. That's Craig Lewandowski, who had a bad first 2 games, but looks like he's locked in here now. That's got a chance. Come on. Beautiful shot there. That's 10 now for Lewandowski. And then we'll check the scores after this game and see where he is. Obviously, he's putting up a number now. I think he's in a sweeper. We'll find out. Now Lewandowski for number 11. This might be the first time in a long time we've seen 300 on the. Oops! Oh my God! What was that? Oh my God! Look at that shot. He just didn't crowbar it off his hand, and he's smiling. You got to wonder what he did there. That's very uncharacteristic of him. I kind of figured he'd hit the pocket, but you know, Sometimes the heartbeat goes up, you grab one a little, and the next thing you know, you miss by an arrow. Nothing wrong with 289. No, we'll take it.
Come on, Silver.
Third game kills him.
For number 10. Come on, Dave.
All right, David Stouffer, for probably his 100th 300 game in this facility. Boy, does he own this house. Been bowling here for 25 years and just has lit him up, literally.
It's done.
And when you watch you know what's amazing is he has not bowled well out of this house, but he did in the past. His last few USBCs, nothing really to brag about, and you wonder about it. Sometimes, you know, you get in your home house and you get so locked in, but when you leave, it's like that strange world does something to you. A lot of times, bowling too much in one house is no good because your habits and your thought process don't, you know, are not tested. And that's when you really got to get out and become a weekend warrior and really find out. It's been a while since he's went out of town and made a big score. I often thought that might be the worst thing you can do is bowl in one house shot, and then not test your skills enough that when you do leave, you get confused. You know, you might choose the wrong ball, stand in the right spot, look at the wrong target. Maybe you have the wrong release. Maybe you have the right speed. In other words, there's so many variables that can cause you to get confused. But this is for 300. He's certainly not confused here.
It's over. That's 300.
Let's see if he gives us a good shot.
It's over.
And there it is, 300 for Stouffer. So he will probably be the tournament leader again after 3 games. And we'll check the scoring momentarily. Let's go back to the 4-camera setup and see what we got.
Barry. Yeah, it wasn't there.
Yeah.
So I called my daughter. She was like,
No use of medicine.
Again, I want to thank you all for your patience this evening. Sorry about that little delay we had, but it looks like we can get through the show, which is great. And we will check it out tomorrow and see what's going on. to check the scores again. I want to see what that 300 does for Stolfer. That's going to get him at 824, 256, 268, 300, 824 out of the chute tonight. I think last week he went 835. Just amazing bowling. Oops. And now we lost that. So obviously we got a lot of things going on here that we don't know a lot about. It just disappeared.
And reappeared.
So we're not going to be able to show you the scores either until we can really get in here tomorrow and find out what's happening.
Wonder who got hit by lightning.
Bowlers now in game 4. Art Cherubini's on from Dallas. How are you, sir? Hope everything's well, Art. I love Mike Lewis's pictures, you know. He shows those pictures of McGregor and Ronnie Diamond and Jamie Brooks and Kenny Urban, and he shows all these guys, you know, that I knew, you know, when I was there 40, 45 years ago. You know, our first tournament there was in 75. That's the U.S. Open that Steve Neff won. And in 76, Moser won. So I'm thinking about Foreign Bowl, you know, 51 years ago. And those when those guys are in their prime. I have a vivid memory of what they looked like, too. The Houston guys and the Fort Worth guys and the Amarillo bowlers. Alan Holly, Les Giles, and Jerry Schlee. He was out of Hereford. I still remember those guys well. But the one I remember the most that I always loved is Eddie Brickell. Eddie Brickell won the Bowler's Journal, I believe, in 1969. And his daughter is Edie Jo Brickell and the Bohemians. She is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Edie Jo Brickell. And knew her daddy. Her daddy was a great bowler. And Edie's still alive. A lot of people don't know that a bowler had a daughter make it to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland. Pretty good trivia question there, you know, Art. Edie Brickell. Named after her daddy, Eddie. That's a trivia question for everybody. Yeah, he liked me too. Eddie came up to me when I was a kid in Fort Worth and said, "I like the way you bowl." I said, "Well, thank you, Eddie." That was over at Covington's place in Fort Worth. That's where Homer sat in the roof with a shotgun watching the park a lot. They had a guy watching the parking lot at night with a shotgun. His name was Homer.
Homer.
And Homer was known to use it.
Oh, God. Homer?
His name was Homer. Homer, what are you doing up there? Well, I'm watching the parking lot, Litchie. Homer. I like to have the name Homer. From now on, I'm changing my name to Homer Lichstein. I'm your announcer here at Lightning Strikes. My name's Homer. I'm originally from Fort Worth, and I used to use a shotgun in the roof of a bowling alley, but now I do live streaming here at Lightning. Yep, you can start calling me Homer. That's all I need.
Homer to Gomer. Shotgun.
Art, are you aware of Homer, the Homer stories? There's very few of us. Dickinson would know. McGregor would know. Next time you see Dickinson, McGregor, ask them if they remember Homer with the shotgun at Meadowbrook. All right, let's check the scores. See if we do have them. We might have lost them. I don't know. Let me double check. No, they're gone. So unfortunately, we are really struggling tonight, folks, with our technician or our technical situation. So I'm going to pull up Tournament Bowl on my cell phone here. See if I can get the scores up for everybody.
Staying out of trouble over here? Or?
Oh, we got a terrible setup here, Jerry.
What's the matter?
All kinds of tech problems tonight. Horrible.
That's not good.
I had to get off the air. Wayne's going to come in tomorrow. We got to get it going. Yeah, we're in rough shape tonight. How you doing?
All right.
Everything all right?
Yep. Work. That's about it. Did you get back on the air now or what?
No, it's just a disaster. It's a disaster.
Only a few things.
It's a disaster, unfortunately, Jerry.
Well, I'm on here. I got a long day tomorrow.
All right, bud. Good to see you. And Stouffer now in the lead with 8:24. Tracy McCossick in second with 8:15. Tracy has a chance to win this. Clark, Mike Skafarski 790. Clark 760. Ryan Kozan 754. Jason Landbolenwell 732. Mike Quirk 151 last game, so he's in trouble. And at the bottom, Mark Milicinovich. Scores are not in yet. So Stouffer's still in the lead. Kozan still in fifth. And we'll get back to Facebook. Again, we are now in game 4, and Stouffer going for back-to-back, and it's almost unfair. You know, a lot of people see it, and they wonder, you know, people said, why do we let him bowl? You know, he's too good, he's too this, he's too that. Well, we don't ban people for being good, right? Years ago, they might have played that game, but we don't do it here. The man's deserved it. You know, he's paid his dues. Right now, in this particular facility, he's basically unbeatable. And hopefully in the new season that starts, you know, you get people like Dustin Browning and Keith Cross and a lot of people getting in here. They might put a challenge on him. But right now, in these last 4 or 5 Wednesday nights, he's been just dead in stroke, probably averaging at least 250. And that might be low. It could be 260. He's just deadlocked in this facility, and there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, the guy's great. He's paid his dues. Clark Holloman in fifth. Julio Fuste, 776. Skafarski, 790. Tracy, 815. Stouffer, 824. So Tracy has a shot tonight. She will be the first winner, to the best of my knowledge. Now, her husband Lee has won it, so that would be interesting. We haven't had a husband and wife. She's on 47-8, so she's got a shot. Clark Holloman's struggling. He cannot win it. He's only going to shoot about 190. So it looks like Tracy, if she could put a good game together here, that would be real interesting. Again, I want to just see if she's here. There, that's Faye. I think Tracy's up next. Let me check Tracy's score here on 47-8 when it gets a little closer up. Tracy with a 7 count. She can make her spares, right? This is critical now. She's got a chance. She needs to make the makeables. That's a good shot there. Hold it. Right on the money. So what it boils down to is I want to get Tracy's score back up here and just give you a potential scenario of what would take place here with Tracy. Tracy's got 220, 204, 247, 671. Now, she's getting 48 pins handicap. So, she's 11 out. Stouffer has to beat her. She's 11 out, getting 47. 36. Stouffer has to beat her by 36 pins to win the tournament. Has to beat her by 36 to win. Right now, she's got a 3-spare game going. So it's going to be interesting because there's no gimmies. If Stouffer bowls 2-0, she's going to win the tournament, especially if she bowls 2-0. So we're going to keep our eye on that. Again, 2 tournaments this weekend, the 9-pin no-tap 6-gamer Saturday, Senior Eliminator Paradise Vintage Sunday, both days. We will be on the air at 1:15. Again, I want to thank you for your patience tonight. We're limping through it, and we'll be up and running real good this weekend. When Wayne gets in here tomorrow, I'll be in here with him, and we'll clean this baby up and be ready for this weekend's events. Bob McGregor, myself, and Mike Durbin are obviously 3 Rookie of the Years. Durbin 67, McGregor 68, out 69. 3 of us still alive. Jimmy Stefanich was the 68 Player of the Year. Dave Davis in 67 and Billy Hardwick in 69 have left us. But the 3 rookies from that decade are still alive, which is a blessing for me and all of them because those guys were great, and I love mentioning them. Durbin, a 3-time Tournament of Champions winner, and Bob McGregor, one of the most prolific champions in the history of the state of Texas. What a bowler. My God. And what a nice man. Just a gem of a human being. Del Ballard, folks, was married to his daughter for a while, early in their younger years. Now, Stolper on 4 in a row, and he's going after Tracy. He's got to beat her by 30-something pins, and right now he is. Is he going for back-to-back 300s here? Oh, look at that. He broke down a 4-9, and what a bonus. Now, let's check out Tracy's score, and she's got 3 spares. He's got to beat her by about 36 pins, I believe. So he's 29 and 4. He's 33 ahead of her. He strikes the next ball. He takes the lead in the tournament. And when he's right, there's nobody can touch him. Now, this is a big shot for Tracy. She does not want to open here because she will lose the lead. She's on lane 47. She needs a good shot here. She's bowled very well, 671 the first 3, and that ball missed the head pin. So all of a sudden now, it looks like she's getting a little confused. Coming off a 247, which is a great game, and all of a sudden now throwing the ball wide, and she's got a tough spare here. Right about now, they are tied literally to the pin with her making this shot. This is a big shot for her right here. She's got to make this and hope that Stouffer stops striking. That's a pretty good shot. Hold it. And it hooked a smidge. And now she's opened the door to Stouffer where he could start striking, and he ain't going to look back.
Oh no!
So Stouffer now, again, has taken the lead over Tracy. And he got a break there, actually leaving just the 1 pin. So he'll pick up the spare. We're going to go back and watch her throw a few shots. She needs to come up with a couple of strikes here to have any kind of a chance. If she opens again and again, it's over. She won't catch him. She does not throw a lot of strikes. Obviously does not have a high rev rate. She relies on accuracy, spare making. And again, this is a big shot for her. She did spare in the 5th, but if you'll notice, 6, 9, 7, 6, 7. So she's got a problem with the highest count in this game, 1 9 count, 2 6s and 2 7s. Obviously, she's having a problem on this pair. And I know how much a win would mean to her. She is an avid bowler, loves to bowl, in here 3-4 days a week with the kids, likes the competition, and I'm sure a win would give her a confidence boost for sure. But she's not going to do it getting 6 and 7 on the first ball. I mean, she's got to make a good shot. You gonna bowl tonight, Lou?
No.
You're not? I can't. There's nothing I can do.
Here's some.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You gotta look at it in a thumb hole. Yeah. I said I gotta look at it in a drilled thumb hole. Because
No,
obviously
I want a good, practice with you. Right
well, we'll
now,
know tomorrow when I watch.
yeah. Right now it's a little sore, so I don't want to.
We're gonna watch tomorrow. We hear the 12:15. I got you till the 1:45, and then I got a lady coming in with 3 kids from 2 to 3, and Gina's coming in, and then I'm free. I'm not working Friday, thank God.
Eddie's coming. He wants to watch. Do you mind?
Huh?
Eddie's coming. He wants to watch. Do you mind?
Eddie who?
You know Eddie. The
When?
ponytail dude.
When, tomorrow?
Yeah.
I don't care. What he does is his business. I don't care.
He bought my vibe. Because his ball cracked, his strike ball cracked.
I don't tell people they can't come in.
No, he's shooting 280 with it.
Good.
He's a two-hander.
I know. I don't tell people they can't come in. I start doing that, Robert will tell me I can't come in. Imagine I walk in the bowling center, right? I say, oh, by the way, you can't come in. You can't come in, and you can go. And Larry will be gone, and Larry will be working at the car wash. So that's not going to happen. All right, now let's go. Let's watch Tracy now. She did. I want to double check and see if she made the spare. Okay, now she's coming up here. Stoffer has not doubled again. He does have the lead, but if she were to throw a triple, this could be real interesting. So I would say she has to get something going right now, at least a strike, not lose any more count, right? Don't want to lose any count, no 6 counts. That's a better shot there. Look at this. She's got a chance. And she does rattle it and leave a 7. So, still in the hunt. Has to make the 7. What she needs now is a break, a Stoffer open, like a Swishin 710, a 4-9, something like that. Because it's getting late, and as great as he is, the only thing that's going to help her now is if Stoffer gets robbed on what I would call a great shot. Let's go down and watch him throw this one.
It's there. Lights out. Good night, Irene.
And he carries it there. So now 39 minus 20 is 59. And he was about 36. He's about 25 pins ahead. Give or take a little, maybe 15 pins ahead. Obviously, if she put a triple together and he opens, the whole world changes. He's got 3 frames to open. Extremely unlikely after he just bowled 824 the first 3 games. I mean, obviously the guy's locked in. He's a great bowler. The only thing I would say, he's not going to make a mistake. It would have to be a 7-10 or a 4-9. And she doesn't have a strike this game, as you can see. Now, I want to make sure she's the only bowler besides him. Skafarsky at 790. Obviously, he's capable of putting some strikes together. I want to see where he is. Let's check him out. And we don't have 27 to 30, so we got quite a few issues going on here, boy. We're lucky to get through this thing tonight. Tracy making her spares. Obviously, it's the only thing keeping her alive right now. Stouffer did double. He's brought the lead to 35. I would say she's out. The only one now that has a shot at him is Skafarsky, and Stouffer will be our winner 2 weeks in a row here. It's making a little payday here every Wednesday night. Bowl 4 games, make 1,000 and go home. It's a wonderful life.
Larry, good luck, all right? God bless you.
All right, thank you, sir. Nice to meet you, sir. Let's check out the actual Rochelle. Well, they're not over yet. I do want to check some brackets out and see what Stouffer did in the brackets. Stouffer's already up to 169 in brackets, so he's going to make quite a bit of money tonight again. Basically unbeatable. New York Yankees score. Yes. Tampa Bay Rays score. Good. Boston Red Sox score. All right, so David Stouffer, again, will win. Tracy just never was able to put anything together here. I want to double check one thing, though, just to make sure I am right. I want to get a close-up of her lanes and double-check the scoring. I can't get a good read on it from here. So she's got 176, 196 in the wood. The best she can bowl is 196, and she's getting 48 is 244, and Stouffer had a 11-pin lead, and he's already in the at worst 240s. So Stouffer will win this event. Now Skafarski on 47 and 8, doubling. I want to check him out. He's at 790. Now he does have, I believe, some handicap. So I want to make sure I get Skafarski's score here. He is bowling with Tracy. Now the way it would work is once I get the Skafarski handicap, he does have a shot at it, but I want to make sure I get his actual potential score, which would be 238. So let's say hypothetically he goes out for 238. And 23 is 251. And Stouffer's got him by 24. No, he can't win. So it looks like it's David Stouffer, folks. It looks like David Stouffer will win for the second week in a row. And next week he's going for a three-peat. And if anybody can three-peat in this place, it's him. I mean, I wouldn't bet against him. I don't care if it was even money or I wouldn't go against David Stouffer in a 4-game sweeper in this house, regardless of who's bowling. He's just that good right now on this pattern, in this environment. Unstoppable. Now he shot 824 and 279 is going to get him at 1100 again. He's going to shoot back-to-back 1100s if he strikes out. 11-13 last week and 11-03 this week. He's averaging 275 for his last 8 games. And what kind of a number is that? How are you going to beat that?
You're not. That's insane.
That's scratch bowling, folks. That's no handicap.
That is literally insane.
Well, it is insane. But you got to give him credit. In other words, the pins don't fall by themselves. This man on this pattern in this house can average 260 to 270 every time he puts his shoes on.
Once you guys locked in, it's all over.
I mean, it's just, I've seen bowlers locked in all my life, don't get me wrong. This is extremely, extremely impressive. I think everybody would agree. He's gone 8 games now. If he marks the 10th frame here, he's gone 8 games the last 2 weeks without an open and averaged 275 for 8 games. If he strikes out. He's got a shot for back-to-back 1,100 4-game sets scratch. 275 average.
There you go, that's a strike.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Oh, no. Oh.
You know, we watched McNeil 3 years ago when he averaged 265 his last 15 games, or 267 his last 15 games to lead the nation. So we've seen it in this house before where a guy got locked in and just threw unbelievable telephone numbers. It's fun. I mean, it's rare. It's not something you expect. But we've had some people in this bowling center that when they start striking, they strike for months, not days.
$275
Yeah. You don't have over 200. There it is, another night where it's just unbeatable.
So smooth. So accurate.
Yeah. You know what you can learn from this if you really watch it. If you watch his moves and how he plays the lanes, every single right-hander should line up off of him if they're any good. I mean, you're not going to, people that average 180, it's not going to really help them where to stand and where to look because their physical games aren't that sharp. You can get a guy that averages 220, what they ought to be looking at, where he's standing, where he's hitting at the arrows, where his break point is, and try to emulate it. Because obviously he's playing the lanes right, or he wouldn't be averaging 270. But if you'll notice, by game 4, he'll move a little left, slow it down a little bit, get a little more hand in it, and hook it. Right? He does that every week. He starts to go migrate left like that, and that's 1,100 back-to-back weeks. And I got to be honest with you, that's some of the best bowling I've ever seen 2 Wednesdays in a row in my life. Fantastic. It's remarkable. And obviously the contestants are demoralized. They know they have no chance. There, see, look, it's doing that again. That's the cable causing that. That's the cable. It did it over here. That's a bad cable. This cable up top is playing games. No doubt about it. It's the cable. The same thing happened there. Here we switched cables. We're going to fix that tomorrow because it did it again. All right, folks, I'm going to have to call it a night. I've got the same technical problems here I had earlier. Actually, no, I think I can finish. We've got a lot of things going on here where we're losing transmission. I think I can get this camera up and running here. And I can't even get that one up. So we've got a lot of bugaboos in the system here. And
Hey, Larry.
yeah. And we're going to obviously try and fix it for this weekend. Again, it's been a little nerve-wracking, but again, I apologize. You know, we pride ourselves on a good show, but unfortunately, the cable gods are not working with us.
Yeah.
So we are going to take a look, now that I got it up and running again a little bit, we are going to take a look at the final scoring. And Stouffer's score will be coming in momentarily at 11:03, and I got to be honest with you, back-to-back 1100s tonight. 256, 268, 300, 279. Just telephone numbers beyond belief. So he will be our winner. And we will check the rest of the winnings, some serious winnings, I might add, that he has coming in.
He owns his house.
Oh, he owns this place.
He owns this house.
He definitely owns Lightning Strikes right now. See you later, Art. Good to have you with us, sir.
I hope 75 opens up again.
We're going to see if we can get the last 4 cameras up here for the end of the show and go to work in the morning. There's our owner, the great Robert Eddy.
There's back.
And Chase Stouffer shooting 279, going to tie his dad. How's that one? Jeremiah, you coming back to take him down, Jeremiah? Well, you might need about 4 balls of frame.
It don't work that way, Larry.
I know. We'll give you 2 balls to strike, Jeremiah. The 3rd ball will be a spare. I'll give you 2 balls to strike, and maybe you get close. Averaging 270, averaging 275 for 8 games. Unbelievable. Crossing pairs 2 weeks apart. How's that? Or a week apart.
A week apart.
Pretty good.
He gets a read, he's unstoppable.
Let's see with Chase Stouffer. Put a little move on it here, and let's check his score out. There's Stouffer's 1103, folks. What a monster. My God. Tracy with 174 the last game, going to 1037 now. Chase Stouffer, let's see if he's bowling here. No, he didn't bowl in this. Oh, yes, he did. He went 1,003. So he's got a chance for a $50 check. It's not over, though. Julio's still in.
That's the whole game, pretty much. I'll see you around, man. Hi, Taya. Bye. Hey, enjoy your vacation. Saturday. Sarasota Beach. Or Siesta Beach. Enjoy.
Well, hopefully the highway opens.
What, a big accident?
No. A cop shot a guy.
All right. Stouffer 1103, Bukasic 1037, Skafarsky 1030, Rodriguez 1006, Stouffer 1003. We're waiting for Julio and Duda that could both go around those numbers and possibly get in to get a check. As soon as their scores come in, we'll know exactly what's happening here at the living room. We'll call it a night. Now, Duda's coming up here with a chance to go out for 247. So he might sneak into a check right now. Duda, one of our great tournament sponsors here with Charlie's Irrigation. We want to thank Eddie, Charlie's. Hopefully he'll strike this game out, get a little paycheck tonight. And he got the Litchy Kiss. Very nice Litch. I take the blame for that, folks. Why is it every time I give them a build-up, they throw a 2-8-10? My God.
You gotta stop kissing him, Rich.
God, it's called the Litchy Kiss. It's live and well.
Too well.
Duda can make this, but that might have cost him a chance at a check.
He didn't make it.
Oh well. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, I'll be here quarter after 12, Luke. See you then. Get ready. Get ready, bro. Bring the equipment in. Let's go to work. See if we can get you going. Look for a good hour and a half. We'll have some fun.
Later.
All right, Louis. Drive safe. So it looks like, again, David Stouffer will lock in and be our winner. I don't see any scores that are going to go around him. I think the top five have been established. Again, Julio Fuste might sneak in with a check. We're going to double check his score. I'm sure he'd like to get a casher here. And check Julio's out. And right now, Julio is the only one, and Duda, 955. They do not have enough. Julio has to bowl a big game. We're still waiting to see if he does that. What's his back-to-back 1100?
I don't know, Larry.
What's a 275 average for 8 games? Is there something wrong with you?
I'll be right back. Hey, Larry, that's for the 250.
Stouffer's going to chase away all the entries. You know, they might have to pay him to stay home next week. I've seen that, you know, where a bowler will come in. It doesn't happen a lot, but they'll tell him you can't bowl. I mean, the actual bowlers are going to say, well, I won't bowl if you bowl. And the next thing you know, it's like, it doesn't happen a lot, but I've seen it. And he's going to get to a point in here where they might not want to enter tournaments that he enters. It's that serious when you actually come in and do this. I mean, it's an overwhelming performance. It's not close like where he's backing in. He's running over them like they don't exist. And it's going to be a topic for discussion. And Julio missing the cash by 2 pins, so he has no chance to cash. And Duda is the last one up, and I don't think he has a chance. So that's it. It's official. Stouffer the winner. The top 5 are exactly the way they are on Tournament Bowl. Again, I'm sorry for the technical difficulty this evening. We will be back Saturday. I'm sure tomorrow Wayne and I will figure it out. We're going to get on camera here and do a little work and make sure that we get on and clean it up. I don't think it's that serious. Well, I agree. You bowl the pins, you don't bowl people. But there comes a time, unfortunately, where a dominant player can actually win too much. It doesn't happen a lot, but I've seen it. I hope it doesn't happen here. He doesn't deserve to be told he can't bowl. But when you humiliate the entries, 3-4 weeks in a row and you average 275, my God, it's a rare occurrence if you really think about it. And he's a great guy, deserves what he's got. He's been an excellent bowler for 25 years. All right, we're going to call it a night. Again, I'm sorry for what happened this evening. We'll be on it tomorrow. We'll see you Saturday and Sunday at 1:45. As usual, good luck and good bowling. And thanks for being with us here at Lightning Strikes. I don't even think this thing's going to let me shut off. Boy, what a mess. There it is.